Fly, and in today's video we're going to be talking about more Modern Warfare 3 content that will be expected. This is going to include all the weapons that we can expect to see, both primaries and secondaries, what you can, hope to see within multiplayer and with Warzone and zombies, of course, more so multiplayer and zombies. That is what I cover here on the channel. We will be covering Warzone this year as well. But right now we are just talking about multiplayer and zombies that will be inside of Modern Warfare 3 DMZ zombies. Not really Modern Warfare zombies, Now before we do jump into the video, make sure you do subscribe and turn on post notifications. Keep up with the latest content and news for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. There's going to be a lot in the coming week till the launch. It does launch this Friday if you didn't know, so there's going to be a lot of news this week. And so you can get the best class setups, tips and tricks, and settings for Modern Warfare 3 as soon as the game does come out. Now hopping right into the blog that we ended up receiving from Sledgehammer Games themselves. They did tell us that there's going to be a total of 114 different weapons inside this game. Of course, 77 of those are from Modern Warfare 2 carrying over to Modern Warfare 3, but 37 of those are going to be brand new weapons that are made for MW3. Obviously, as we saw, we can expect to see some different variants, like, we have the Striker. Maybe we'll get a Striker 9mm or something along those lines. So a lot of the weapons might look the same as they are in the same weapon families. But we're going to go over here and go through all of the primary and secondary weapons we can hope to see. So if you didn't play MW2, there will be no issue with distincting which ones are new to Modern Warfare 3 and which ones are Modern Warfare 2, because of the fact that they will be very distinguishable, as they say, in the weapon select menus, as features the logo of the game it originates from. So you guys can't see this, but I will probably put this screenshot up on the screen for you. Basically, MW3, the MCW, has MW3 on it, as where the TAC 56 has MW2's logo next to it. So for anyone who did not play MW2, don't worry, because you can still unlock the MW2 weapons by doing a weapon challenge in multiplayer or extracting with it in Modern Warfare Zombies. You unlock it within the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, so do not worry about that. You'll still be able to unlock the weapon even if you don't own Modern Warfare 2 and you only own Modern Warfare 3, you'll still be able to get it. So do not worry if you did, quote-unquote, miss out on that. Now, as for weapon balancing changes, it says here that all Modern Warfare 2 weapons will receive a weapon pass by Sledgehammer Games. See later in this article. So that way, all weapons have balanced advantages and shortfalls no matter which MW game they originate from. So that's good. I'm glad to see that. Honestly, I thought the MW2 weapons were either going to be absolutely terrible in MW3 or they were going to be better than the MW3 weapons in MW3. And honestly, I'd rather them be terrible than be better than the MW3 weapons within a new game, of course. Okay, so for the attachments that are available, outside of the riot shield, of course, and other knives and stuff like that, all primary weapons and handgun secondary weapons categories can be modified with attachments in the gunsmith. We already knew this was going to be in the game, but just in case anyone didn't know this and this isn't common knowledge to you, now you have confirmation about that, so there you go. Now we're going to go for the assault rifles. We're hopping into our first weapon category that they put here in the blog. There's going to be 6 new assault rifles from Modern Warfare 3 and 15 from Modern Warfare 2, equaling 21 assault rifles in total in Modern Warfare 3 right from launch. So for the first assault rifle, this one we saw in the open and normal betas. This is the SVA 545. Solid assault rifle, and I think we could possibly see it be maybe that little mid-range, not meta assault rifle that people use. Then we have the MTZ 556, which we also saw inside of the Modern Warfare 3 beta, open and second week of beta, the first and second weeks of beta. So obviously this is another solid weapon, and I could see it being pretty good. The Holger 556, this is the assault rifle version of the Holger LMG that we ended up seeing inside of the beta. So this is what I mean. The Holger LMG and the Holger AR look pretty similar. The only difference is the magazine and the barrel looks a little bit longer. Then we, of course, have the fan favorite and my personal favorite from the beta, the MCW. Oh my goodness, man. I cannot wait till I unlock the camo and I get to use the camo on the MCW and absolutely dominate and drop some MGB nuke gameplays for you guys with this thing. Next, we're getting into the ones that are actually new and we haven't seen yet. The DG58. This was in the campaign. So you did technically see this weapon, but it was in the campaign. This is going to be in multiplayer. It's a burst rifle. Yeah, 3-round burst rifle. That is a bullpup. Supposed to be good at medium to long ranges. Now we have one we haven't seen technically before. I think this was in MW 2019. This is going to be the FR556, which is another 3-round burst bullpup AR, which is good from mid to long ranges. Now we are getting into the battle rifles. There's only 3 battle rifles, which means that we saw 2. We just didn't see one of them, I believe. Yeah. So we have the Bass B, which we did see inside of the beta, both weekends, of course. This was a decent battle rifle. I didn't use them too much, but it was a decent battle rifle. Then we have the MTZ 762, which is very much like the Lockman 762, how it is the single fire or tap fire version of the Lockman 556, which is the full auto version, and the Lockman sub, which is the full auto SMG version. As for the new one we haven't seen, I'm pretty sure this was in the campaign. The Sidewinder is the actual new battle rifle that we haven't seen before. It's supposed to have high damage at close to medium range, so that should be a good little middle ground for the battle rifles if you are looking forward to using those. Next, we have these submachine guns. There's 6 new submachine guns inside of Modern Warfare 3, and then there's 12 from Modern Warfare 2, making 18 total. And for the first one, this is the one that I'm sure a lot of people that watched gameplay or even played in the beta are going to be very commonly, aware of. And that is the Striker. The Striker absolutely dominated in the beta. That and the MCW were the 2 best weapons in the entire beta. And I believe that they will be the best weapons inside of the full game as well, most likely, until maybe there's some balancing patches or stuff like that for them. Now, the Striker is the UMP-45 from the original MW2 and the original MW3. And it's a pretty solid weapon. This one is new, the WSP Swarm. So this is like the SMG version of the WSP handgun. Well, handgun, secondary SMG. Then we have the AMR-9, which we ended up seeing inside of the beta. And then we have the WSP-9, which seems like a full, Uzi. So I can't wait to test that out and maybe make a class setup with that thing. I'm sure it will be pretty good. Then we have the Rival 9, solid SMG, and then we have what I was talking about before, the Striker 9. It's just a 9mm carbine version of the Striker. It looks very similar. And now moving into the shotguns, we will have 9 shotguns total, 3 of those being from Modern Warfare 3 and the other 6 being from Modern Warfare 2. Now for the shotguns, we have the Lockwood 680, which you can use inside of the campaign. Pretty good shotgun over there. We also have the Haymaker, which you could use if you got the Scout Juggernaut inside the beta, but it's also inside of the campaign, so we've used it twice technically. And we have the Riveter, which is also technically in the campaign and was in the beta. Next, moving over to the light machine guns, the LMGs category, we have 5 new LMGs and 6 Modern Warfare 2 LMGs, making 11 total. For the first one, we use this one in the beta, the Polemiot 762, and then we have the DG58 LSW, which is a bullpup LMG. Kind of reminds me of, I can't remember the name of it. I will put a picture of it in editing on the screen, but it's from MW2, or I think it's MW2, or it might be BO2 I'm thinking about. It looks very much like the LMG that will be on screen now. Next, we have the Holger 26, which we did get to use inside of the beta, and it is also inside of the campaign. Next, we have the Bruin MK9. So this is the Bruin that was rumored to be put inside of the Modern Warfare 2 mid-season, or the first update for MW3. So that will just be put right in from, I guess, just right in as a base weapon from MW3. Next, we have the TAC Eradicator, a very weird looking LMG. It is like a LMG Scar, it looks like. Very interesting looking. Can't wait to see how this thing works, but it looks like a TAC 56 LMG, which makes sense because it is the TAC Eradicator. Moving over to the marksman rifles, we have 4 from MW3, 8 from MW2, which makes 12. First one is going to be the KVD Enforcer. This is inside the campaign. You can use this. The MCW 6.8. I'm not sure if we got to use that before. The DM56 looks very cool. The MTZ Interceptor in the campaign, and it was in the beta. And now we are moving right over to the sniper rifles. Unfortunately, if you're like me and a sniper, we only have 3 coming into this game at launch, but we will be seeing more, hopefully, throughout the year. So there's going to be 7 from MW2, 3 from MW3, equaling 10. First one is going to be the Cat AMR, which we have not gotten to use yet. I know content creators like FaZe Testy and anybody who got to play Warzone 3 got to use. It's the Cat AMR. It is a bolt action. It looks like the ZRG from Black Ops Cold War. And we have the longbow. We got to use that during the beta. Very solid. Has a bit too much ammo in my opinion for how consistent it is. And that's coming from a sniper. But, you know, it's the longbow, pretty solid weapon. And the KV inhibitor, another solid sniper. Now we are moving over to the pistols. We're getting 4 new pistols inside of MW3. And there is 8 from MW2, equaling 12. First, we have the Core 45, very decent pistol. It is a .45 auto pistol. If you couldn't tell by the name, having 45 in it, it's a 45 caliber. And then we have the Renetti, which was the second best pistol or secondary inside of MW3's beta, in my opinion. And then we have the TYR, or the Tier, I guess is how you would say it, which is a revolver in this game. Judging by this picture, it looks like we might be able to change out the little, why can I not remember, the little spinning. It is apparently it hits like a cannon, apparently. The chamber, there we go. And then we have my personal favorite secondary, and I think it will beat out even the F-Tac Siege in this game. I know, the F-Tac Siege, a actual pocket SMG. And that is the Wisp Stinger, the WSP Stinger. The thing was absolutely beautiful with a 25-round mag, or even the 30-round mag inside the beta. It was like you were carrying 2 primaries, even though this is technically just a lightweight secondary. It's a pocket Uzi, and it's absolutely beautiful. Thank the lords above, we only have 1 launcher. Do you know what that means for us camo grinders? I only have to do 1 launcher this year. 1 launcher, unless they make you do all of the MW2 weapons, but even then, I already have the camos done for that. 1 launcher to get the mastery camo. In multiplayer, zombies will have to do all the other ones, but 1 launcher. Thank the gods above. Obviously, we have the 4 from MW2, so that does equal 5 launchers in total, but only 1 new, which is the RGL-80. You saw this thing all over inside of the campaign, and, I mean, it's a noob tube. It's a war machine. Yeah. Next, we have the knives, and this is the last category for the actual weapons. We have the melees. No riot shield. I'm happy with that, honestly. No riot shield, because we have the one from MW2, obviously, but no riot shield that you have to get gold, assuming how the camo grind is going to go for multiplayer. We only have 2 new melees, plus the 6 from MW2, equaling 8. First is going to be the guard knife. Again, we got to see this inside of the campaign, so if you played campaign early access, or saw gameplay of it, then you will have seen this. Also, regarding my campaign video, it was supposed to be the full campaign, but my recording ended up getting corrupted halfway through, so I'm going to be trying to fix that, but if I can't, I am very sorry. I will have a thoughts and opinions video on the campaign coming out very shortly within this week. Next, we have the Karambit, which is probably going to be my favorite melee, and if I do end up playing ranked, I know that running a knife secondary is usually the way to go, just because then you have more mobility. I will definitely be running the Karambit. Looks very cool, very sleek. And that is going to be it for all of the new weapons. I will cover stuff like the aftermarket weapons, weapons, attachments, conversion kits, in another video that will be coming out either later today or tomorrow. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to never miss the best class setups, best tips and tricks, best settings, and the latest Call of Duty news for Modern Warfare 3. And yeah, it's going to be a busy week. I've set myself the lofty goal of trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you guys do enjoy my content, want to keep up with the Call of Duty news, and just come and hang out, then yeah, please subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been Sly, and yeah, bye.